So, hi guys. We are full-time van lifers as of tomorrow, really. Tomorrow is the end of my rent. I should face this way. Is the end of my rental agreement at the place I've been living for the past 9 months. And yeah, I've moved out basically a day early, even though I've got to go back and do some like admin / logistical stuff tomorrow. And for the next few days, unfortunately, I can't jump right into my big van life trip thing. But we've done almost everything we said we had to do, right? We've rewired the whole electrical system in the van. We have lithium batteries now. We have like an alternator charger, solar charger, and the main other job was just organizing everything in the van, which it's not finished quite. That would be nice if it was, but it's not. But I think realistically that kind of thing takes it's going to take months to do anyway. Like, I just want to get things quite nice for my big France trip, which I wanted to talk about a little bit. But I guess the first thing is I've not actually showed my van before. Kind of a smallish motorhome. Smallish. Yeah, so the France trip. This is my first time in Europe in a vehicle in like 5 years, 6 years. Because I went, I think, the year before COVID. And yeah, I've always kind of lived in vehicles, vans, boats, and every now and then I live for a short time in a actual place, but I always keep coming back to this. So it would be nice to have a van and a flat, but I really can't afford that at the moment. So I'm trying to create a van lifestyle that still has like home comforts. And, you know, I don't want to make things really hard for myself. And one thing I want to do is get used to traveling abroad where it's cheaper and easier. Like, van life in the UK has got a lot harder. Because, you know, it's not really legal technically to sleep anywhere in the UK unless you're paying for it, and it's extremely expensive, and it's also not safe. It often doesn't feel safe, especially when you do wild camp, or you visit someone in a town or a city or whatever. It just doesn't feel safe. And so this is some of the things that really put me off living in a van in the past. And so I want to do things right this time. I want to spend time across on the continent, and staying in actual campsites, which I'd never done before. It's always seemed ridiculously expensive and kind of annoying, kids everywhere and stuff. But yeah, I really want to try all that stuff and just make things easy for myself. That's partly why I've spent so much time and kind of money on the off-grid electrical system, and, you know, just getting things ready and organized and nice. So that's why we're getting the ferry on Sunday to Holland, and then driving south to Aquitaine in the south of France, and spending basically a month. I've got like I think a total of like 9 days in campsites so far, but I can always add more. And the rest of the time just wild camping or going to camper areas, which they have a lot of in France, which they don't have here, where you just pay a few euros, or sometimes they're free, or sometimes a few euros, or 5 or 10 euros, and you just get somewhere to refill your water and empty the toilet and park for one night. Well, I'm saying that I've not actually stayed at one before, but apparently that's how they work. So yeah, I'll film some of that. I'm gonna try to film a lot of the stuff that I do, like the drives, and like part of the reason, or the main reason I started filming stuff for you, for all of us to enjoy, is because I sometimes when you're away traveling, you kind of think, well, why am I doing this? What is the whole point of this trip? And then last time I went to Europe, I went home quite earlier than expected, because I just couldn't mentally deal with, why am I here? What am I doing here? I've got things, I could be seeing friends, and well, I have a camera and I have a YouTube channel now, so I have a reason to go and do stuff. You know, I always have a reason. If I always feel like, oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, I don't know what to do today, where to go, I can look and find something fun to film and put on YouTube. So yeah, that's some of the ideas and how I came to doing this. It's really hard knowing what I want to do with the videos, because all the people I like watching are all quite different and different style. So I'm going to just try out a lot of stuff over the course of the trip. That's the idea. And see what I like.